Today, I'm going to be reading some crazy Reddit stories while playing Minecraft. Okay, the first story is titled, I Make Out With My Dog. I am a girl, if that matters at all. I've had a German Shepherd for about 6 years now, and for about 2 or 3 of these years, my main ways of showing affection towards him was through kisses. At first it was pecks, then I let him lick my face and lips, and before I knew it, I was opening my mouth and letting him lick inside. Ugh. Not for super extended periods of time, just for a few seconds. He gets super happy whenever I let him do it, and I don't mind it, so I've let it happen. My friends tell me it's gross, and obviously I'd never do it like around someone I don't know, but I don't know, I only get a few more years with him. Might as well make him happy. Not sure how uncommon this is, but I just thought I'd post it here to get it off my chest. I mean, that's pretty disgusting. I mean, I have a cat. I wouldn't let her lick inside my mouth, but what the hell? Alright, that was weird. Next story. I got caught dating my cousin when I was 15. When I, 29 male, was 15, my cousin, 28 female, was 14. And we played together a bunch as little kids because our dads were first cousins and super close. Eventually, as teens, and living about an hour apart, we lost touch and didn't see each other again until I was freshman in high school. Funny enough, we reunited at a family reunion. We exchanged numbers and talked on Facebook a lot, telling each other other jokes and talking on the phone. I specifically remember my dad reminding me she was my cousin and saying, "You dad, I know." Eventually, we started dating anyway, Lemme. We dated for about a year, and only saw each other maybe 2 or 3 times in that time, and immediately snuck off to kiss. Once we got caught, it was because I made a jealous mistake, and it was a big deal. Our fathers forbade us from talking, and we broke up and lost touch until maybe last year. These days, she just graduated with a master's degree, and she's met my current fiance at family functions, and nobody talks about him anymore. Bro, what? I mean, I don't know if I have any insight on this story. I don't even know if it's real. I guess it is. That's messed up. Alright, next story. Accidentally flashed my dad. We recently moved to a new house like 2 months ago. The house is kind of old and no one has lived here for like 10 years, so the locks on the doors are all broken. So the lock on the bathroom is also broken. Honestly, since we came here, it has been one of my worst fears that someone will barge into the bathroom without knowing there's someone bathing. So I always made sure to put something heavy to the door, like a really big water basket so the door cannot be opened easily. But today I thought I was just worrying for nothing and decided not to do that. And boom, my dad opened the door while I was showering. I think I flashed him for like a good 2 seconds. It's freaking awkward now. I just can't get this over my head. Please tell me what to do. I mean, honestly, bro, it's not that big of a deal. I thought it was gonna be a crazier story from the title. I mean, at the end, it's your dad, like, even the comments are saying, best just let it pass. I feel like bringing it up would make it more awkward. Okay, next story. I don't love my newborn, and I feel like a monster. Everyone told me about the instant love, the my heart is outside my body moment. I had her 3 weeks ago, and all I feel is exhaustion, resentment, and panic. I love her. I know I do, but I don't like her. I don't like this version of my life. I smile for photos, I do everything right, but at night I cry because I miss me. Please tell me this is normal. I feel like I'm not qualified to answer this. I don't know, bro. I think my mom loved me when I was born. I should ask her. I don't know. Let's read another story. I lied about having a pregnant wife to explain an embarrassing act. I went to the grocery store the other night just to grab a Pepsi. I'm extremely introverted and try to make any human public interaction I have outside of work because being introverted in my field will just keep you at the bottom extremely quick. I went inside already in a hurry and found Pepsi. I happened to see a former coworker who I knew was highly extroverted and was the kind of guy to almost go out of his way to say hi to someone he knew just walking around. We've ran into each other on a couple other occasions, not so fun fact. He was also on an episode of Intervention. That made me want to hurry up even more, as I was at the self-checkout and decided to be highly impatient and grabbed the receipt and pulled it. Well, the top of the machine popped open and the whole roll came out, went flying and unraveled all over the middle of the self-checkout. The attendant and the checkout was busy with someone else, and I went to another clerk and told him what had just happened. I said it at 1,000,000 miles per hour because I was still in a hurry after the embarrassing incident. I explained at them because I'm not a jerk dad just causes something like that and walks away. Anyways, at the end, I decided to say something along the lines of, sorry, I'm in a hurry, my wife is pregnant, and she really wants a Pepsi. I don't have a wife or kids. I don't know why I said it, but I did. Maybe it was an emotional overload, like fight or flight kind of thing or something. I don't know. I was a bit of a liar growing up, but I worked pretty damn hard ever since I was 18 to be as brutally truthful, honest, open, and straightforward as I can be with others, as I prefer they be the same with me. That's it. Just something I feel bad about. I kind of feel like an asshole. The next story is titled, My Dad is a PDF file, and I need to confront him. So sorry for my bad grammar in this, I'm just going to lay this all out. So, it all started a few years ago, when my dad left his phone open, and I saw he was sending random people his pee-pee, and liking loads of vids on TikTok of girls, obviously, under 18, and I thought that was so weird. A few days ago, his phone was on his bed, and he was downstairs, so I guessed his password, and I was right. I went in his Snapchat, and he barely had any people added. He had me, some random girls, and then this one girl, and her Bitmoji looked young, if you get what I mean. She had a public profile, and this girl looked no older than 16. I went on his chats, and he just sent a snap to her, and I was really wondering what that was. So I added the girl on my phone, and said, this is so weird, I'm so sorry, but how old are you? 'Cause I've seen you're on my dad's snap, and I'm concerned he's speaking or trying to speak to young girls. I asked her about the snap he sent her, and it was his hand under the covers on his pee-pee. So weird to do without consent, even if you don't know the person's age and in general. And we agreed that we would see what he would do if she kept texting him and told her age. If anyone knows how I can add photos, I'll show what he said to her, as she took pics of chats on her iPad. The girl asked my dad his age, and he said somewhere in the 19 or something along those lines, and she said she was 2009, which obviously makes her underage. And then he started saying stuff like, I want to spend your birthday with you, and I wish you could join me in my shower. I need help on how to confront him. Any questions or tips, please comment. She also has an edit. Let's see. He's also been around friends of mine that are the age 16, 17, and even 15. So now I'm thinking, what does he think when he sees them? Dude, that's crazy. Imagine having a dad that's doing this stuff. That is actually so disgusting. Damn. Okay, these were all the Reddit stories I have for you guys today. Let me guys know if you like this video. Please subscribe. That makes my life worth living. Alright, bye-bye.